What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. I had some technical difficulties, so if you were in the live stream prior, I do apologize. I wanted to make sure that I hit public. I've been known to not even hit the live button, so I really have to check myself before I wreck myself. So I had to make sure that I was actually public on the live. I do apologize if you were in here before, but that's all right. We'll start all over. If we started all over from an hour, we could definitely start all over from 5 minutes. And yeah, to take some of that rust off. But anyway, what's going on, everybody? You know what? First and foremost, I should have thanked you guys to first say, 500 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. I mean, it's not really about the volume of subscribers, man. It's just about the quality of people that are following at the end of the day. The support system that I've gotten. I've already thanked people in the community before. Trap, what's going on, player? I had to check and see if you were live first, man. I don't want to step on any Giants' toes. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so I just wanted to say a big thank you guys for supporting the channel. Everybody who's subscribed, everybody who's viewing the videos, even if you're not subscribed, man, I got people coming back and watching videos. I mean, it's just about the support system, and the support system has been kind of crazy. So I really do feel very fortunate to be where I am in the pace that I'm in, very, very appreciative. Yo, bro, if you want to come up here, I'm actually, so nothing is planned right now. I'm freestyling. I just, when you get that feeling when you're like, man, I just want to hop on. Well, who am I talking to? Of course you get that feeling. You're on Trap's on 5 times a day, just so you guys know. Let me put the link in chat real quick. So like that, you can hop on if you want to, if you can. Hang on one second. I got something blocking that. And there we go. That should have, there we go. So link is in the chat if you want to hop on. Trap, of course, you're always welcome in. But yeah, man, let me get back on my tangents. Super grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for everybody who's been supporting the channel. On the wrist, I have ProTech from Barry Cohen. We've got an interview that we're going to be doing live as part of the feature for everything. I really want to talk to the man because if you guys don't know, he's the former owner of Luminox. And since he's left Luminox and he's established a couple of companies under his belt, he decided to reopen the technical side, the techs into the watch of Tritium. And he's getting back into the game, and he's doing it at a very high quality. I gotta say, after doing a little bit of homework on him and really looking into things, it seems that he's doing first class type of status when it comes to his watches, the quality and everything else that goes into it. But we'll save all of that for the live as it goes. I don't want to spoil it, but we've got him. We've got Mark Time Watches. We're going to do an interview with that owner soon. We're scheduled, I believe, for August 2nd. So that's already up for you guys to check out. Hopefully we hammer down the hours just to get it down, but super excited to talk to him. Montrose straps, man. I just spoke to Ted. We literally, because his straps came in, and I was rather impressed by those straps as well. And I told him, hey man, if you want to hop on a live and do an interview style thing, you're more than welcome to. I'm more than happy to have you on. And he said, yeah, so we're going to line up the schedules for that, because that's what I really wanted. I really wanted the lives to go also in that direction. I love coming on here. I love doing my micro brand talk. I was debating if I should do that or not, but sometimes you just want to talk about how you're feeling and where you're at and appreciate, show your thanks to the community that is supporting you. I know most of you guys are going to be watching this on the playback. I'm bothering you on your Friday. You're trying to be out partying and having a good time, and I'm here talking about watches and appreciation. But yeah, man, I'm super excited for what's to come. I've got a schedule on me for the long videos that I have to take care of. I've got Namoki Mods. I did the Vari already. I've got Montreux. I've got Mark's Time. We've got ProTech on the list. So wait a minute. Hold on. It looks like he's doing his walk. He's getting his exercise in. My man Trap, let's bring him on stage. What's up?
Yo, what's happening? What?
Let's go, man. How are you?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Chilling out here. Soaking up this good weather, bro. Getting my steps in before the show tonight. You know what I'm saying? Rocking this Monta, man. If y'all ain't know that, you know what I'm saying? Boy, rocking a little Monta real quick. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Hey, that's a good look, bro. When you said I saw you on Watch Crunch and you was
Okay.
thanking everybody for 500 right
Yeah.
subscribers.
Yeah.
I look at it like this, bro. I told you your energy is crazy infectious. I was like, I thought I had energy, bro. You got it, bro. You got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, and you love watches, bro. Like you're very authentic. You're very genuine. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm like, this is what I need to see because I know you watch my show, but
Yeah.
I need some inspiration at times, man. And YouTube be failing me at
Mm,
times, bro. YouTube be
okay.
failing me. And I'm like, you know what's crazy? Let's just say this. We talked about this, and I know you guys will feel me on this. When we talking micro brands, right?
Right.
Micro brands will come in and do things that the big box brands don't do, right? Because the
Yes.
big boys
Yes.
are complacent. They chilling. They like, hey, we got your dollars, we got the heritage, we got this, that, and the other. We good, bro. You are
Well,
the micro brand master of horology when it comes to
come
YouTube, bro.
on, man. Come on,
Hey,
man.
hey,
You doing
look,
too much now. I don't know about
bro.
all that, but I'm just trying to do my part, man. I'm just trying to put my little spin on things, and hopefully we motivate people and also spread the word of pointing them in the right direction. Dude, I'll be honest with
Right.
you. As I've involved things, like there's a lot of things that I think that needs to be brought to light even more so. As you said, to piggyback off what you said, it's not only about them being sometimes they just can't even do something outside of what these micro brands could do. Like, for instance, somebody inside the company will be motivated and say, hey, I got this great idea. I've listened to enthusiasts. This is what they want. And then somebody on top of that ladder is just like, nah, we're not doing that. And that's that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, they just so
Yep.
limited. So that Monta you have on your wrist is a perfect example, bro. I'll be honest with you. The way I look at Monta is the way I look at where Rolex should be as far as price structure goes. I know that causes a whole lot of unearthing of crazy things. But in my heart of hearts, man, if you're trying to open up the market to the hardworking man, I really feel like Monta gives and provides that luxury feel without being at
Yep.
a crazy super price, right? So that's a
Yeah.
beautiful watch, man. That's an awesome company. I can't wait. Yo, how is now that I've been watching all of your videos, right? So I know how it was in Chicago wind up, but I want to, now that I got you on here, man, how was wind up since we're on micro brands?
Oh my gosh, bro. One,
Yeah.
the energy was next level, bro. The
Okay.
energy was like going to a concert or something, man. But it was like it was so many people, man. I don't know, man, because I'm weird. It's like, here's the deal. So you said something that hits home. There's so many different things we need to be hitting that's not on YouTube, right? So I had mentioned when I did my Tissot 1938 review, right?
Right.
I stated, do you know that the average American, I did both black and white. Like the average white American back in the 30s was making about $1,100 to $1,300 per year. When that watch first debuted in 1930, in the 30s, it was $224 based on the research I had found.
Okay.
And the average family's making 1,300. So that's a huge chunk. There's no way that they can do that and live. You know what I'm saying? I think rent was $33 for like just to rent a house or a shack. The average black family, and it depends on like what industry you worked in, because you had people like Jack Johnson, which during that time he was like actually before that time, I think he was like heavyweight champion for like, gosh, man, I forgot what time, 1915, I think was the last time he had the title. He made enough money to buy that, but like it would take an athlete or a movie star to generate enough money to buy one of these watches, just like a car. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's not talked about. And this is what I'm seeing at these micro brand stores, fairs, is all of these different people, man. Like we had Paul flew all the way from Texas, from Austin, Texas, to see these watches, bro. He flew all the way from Texas. You had Jason came from Canada. Bro, he came all the way down from Canada to check out these watches. You know what I'm saying? And Jason, I mean the guy that owns Zenea Watches. Met him there. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have a display there. He was just there as a, you know what I'm saying, as an enthusiast. bro, the energy was so thick. Gosh, there were so many people in there. These people pointing hearts out, explaining the watches. They did a better job. Like I'm gonna say, every booth I went to, I've gone to some booths before where it's like the representative, if the owner or the founder's not there, they got a rep. And I've been a couple times where reps kind of just like, I'm just here. Nah, not this one.
Yeah.
Man, bro, the energy was crazy. It was nuts, bro. I was like, yo. So I got a chance to look at so many different watches, learn about so many different watches. And yeah, bro, I really enjoyed it. I think it was one of the best ones I've been to so far.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. And I'm with you on it. And just to go back to what I was saying, I think that there's something more that I also want to do, right? Like I said, like I'm now unearthing things as I'm diving deeper into micro brands and talking with the owners now, which blows my mind, but I'm super appreciative. And I'll give you an example. I'm wearing a ProTech right now, right? They sent me this watch to do a review, and we're going to do an interview and everything else. And before that, I didn't know anything about tritium tubes, and I've been on a micro brand kick, and I've been going heavy with it. And now that I've really gotten the information for it and see who's actually behind this company, you know, the former owner of Luminox, right?
His best friend lives here, bro.
Really?
Yeah. So listen, here's the crazy thing, bro. This guy. So you know when I go to Moya Jewelers?
Yeah.
That guy Barry, the older guy, they're friends. He was telling me the story how he created the actual loom, and when he was leaving selling. Well, you would know. I'm not even gonna spill the beans. You'll get it because so, bro, it's crazy that you got, man, bro. See, this is stuff that makes me hype, bro. Quit playing with me, bro. Quit playing with me.
That's the whole reason why I came on here, man. As everything is unfolding, I'm like, man, I'm more excited than I've ever been before. There's a lot of potential. But yeah, listen, I was having a conversation with him. Long story short, you know his target audience, right? With the whole Navy SEALs prior and now with the Marines and with rescue, you know, services. And I'm like, so after I did my homework with him, watched a whole bunch of interviews that he did, and just doing I called him back up. I said, Barry, your target audience is not just all these rescue people, man. I'm like, I interact with enthusiasts every single day, right? And there are some loom fanatics out there. There are some people who are crazy about loom. And once we bring this to the surface and give the education as far as, you know, tritium being safe, because I know that's probably going to be the boogeyman in the closet. But once people understand how it really works and everything else, you got people who are diehard loom fans and just go by that as far as being a big plus for their collection. So it's just stuff like that, man. And I'm super. Let me go back to what you were saying on people being excited. Now, was that? I know the crowd was excited, right? Because I've told my wife often. I'm like, honey, just so you know, these 3 days are on lock because this is like my Super Bowl. I'm like, this only comes once a year. You know, this is the only chance we get to touch and feel their watches, and they're in town, so we're gonna definitely hit it up. And I might be coming with a crew. I don't know, but anyway, I'm losing my track. You said that there was a lot of energy, there was a lot of excitement. Was that just from the enthusiasts? Were the vendors fired up as well? Like, talk to me about also the relationships. Like, did you establish new relationships while you were there? I know you have a bunch already.
Yeah. So Mark from Long Island, I mean, it's always great going to see him. His team is amazing. And for the price point, the thing, like I said with Mark is so essential to watches right now. Yeah. We literally have, so we get excited or we talk about Rolex marketing. Mark is a freaking marketing genius. I mean, this dude announces I'll be giving $50 to the first 50 people that comes in with my watch on, right? So what does that do? You think about that, like how this impacts people. Just to get to see Mark because he's a YouTube personality, right? He has, I don't know, a couple 100,000 subscribers or whatever. He has a ton of fans out there. His watches are in the most unlikely places, but that causes people to go out and buy the watch to get it in time for the fair, right? And he gets to see the people that's supporting him, so he's getting a boost, right? You're getting $50, then he turns around and not only do you get, because you know you either keep the $50 or you spend it back with him, which I think is smart. But he takes an additional $100 off or something like that, or whatever watch you're looking at. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So I was like, bro, this is crazy. So I was like, he said, okay. He saw my watch. He said, now here, you want the $50? I said, of course I do. Got the $50. I got it right after you text me. You was like, I mean, the thing
Oh,
in the message, you was like,
I was gonna say, I was hitting you up. I'm like, bro, go back and get your chicken. I was like,
yeah,
I thought
yeah,
bro, you had so much energy that day. I thought I lost you completely. But okay,
dog.
okay. So you got
Oh
the
no,
$50.
hey, bro, I got my squirrel moments, but yeah, I looked at it. I said, hold on, let me go back around. I grabbed my 50, and he said, now you can keep the 50, or I'll take it back. Plus, I'll take an additional $120 off whatever watch you want. And I was like, and his partner, and I don't know his name, man, he was sitting next to me. He handed me over that GMT, the JFK, with that cloud dial, and he said, "What about this?" I looked at it, I said, and I fell in love with it. It knocked me off my feet backwards, right? So I got the watch, loved it, right? But then as you go back through, the guy from William Wood, I had to see William Wood up close. I had to see that watch brand up close because I learned about it about 5 years ago. That young man has so much energy, and he was so excited about he was talking about it. He was like, "Yeah, come here, come here, come here." So I was like, "All right, cool." I'll come over there. I handed him my microphone, bro. I was like, "Here you go."
Yeah, I saw that.
Bro, he went off, boy.
You were like,
Hey.
you were like, here you go. Now tell us more. He was like, my dad was a fireman, and we melt these down, and then we create. Wow, you just put him right on the spot, man. But he was good though. He caught quick. He caught quick. He was on his toes, man. He's good people. I met him too from last year. He told me the same story, and I don't know if you know this, but you know this cat Ben and Watch on Watch Crunch. You know that gentleman? Yeah. So he linked up with that company to send out that watch to go around to fire departments, and it's going from fire department to fire department. So he does travel watches. That's his thing, right?
Wow.
And he's linked up with a couple of companies, and he's got check out his profile next time you pop on Watch Crunch. He's got the whole storyline as far as it goes, but they're amazing people. They do great things, and yeah, man. So who else really like?
So the guy from Isotope watches, bro. They were featured on Teddy Bulbasaur's show 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Mr. Wonderful mentioned one of his chronograph as being one of the best chronographs, and it came down to like the last 4, and that was one of the last 4 to be chosen. And I was like, and I couldn't remember. I just looked at the watch, and I remember I looked at the guy, said, "I know you. You were the guy." Like Mr. Well, he was like, "Yeah," and his face, bro. His face, you could tell he's got flushed, his eyes watered up, bro. So I was like, "Oh yeah, this dude is serious, man." And I was excited. The guy from Circular had me hyped. Dude, Formex always do a great job. Always with the energy, man. And they'll put the watch in your hand, and they'd walk you around the table. Then the team of Fortis was amazing, bro. But the representative for Spinnaker was a definite, man, game winner. It's a game changer, bro, because Spinnaker hits at that price point, and it gives you a nice, flashy, just wholesome watch, something that you want to have on the wrist, man. And those guys were amazing with, like they were fun. The company that you reviewed with the that real shiny dial, like the star. Bro, man, I love them. I love that demonstration, bro. I had to put the camera down, and they were so engaged. There were people there that want to take, and I got it on film where this lady wanted to take a picture with the guy, and then there was somebody else like, "Hey, can I take a picture with you?" And they were jumping, like all of the vendors, man, were amazing. Haim watches, bro. Haim out of Chicago, bro. When I tell you, he launched a world timer, a mechanical world timer, and dude, he plays no games. Man. He's straight to the point. He's telling you about the watch, man, and you could tell he's saying it with so much passion when he's talking to you. You know what I'm saying? And then we talk about his family, because I know the last time I seen him, he had just had a baby. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, he's a family man. He's a Skylar Santana type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Hey fam, I love you, man. I'll holler at you in a minute, man. I got to get with the family though. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's that guy. Gosh, man, there wasn't a booth even when I went by Giant Mouse Knives. You know what I'm saying? EDC. It was energy, bro. It was live. Everybody was amazing, bro. I'm not gonna say equally, but
Okay.
it was on 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Christopher Ward always, bro. That goes
Yep.
without question.
That's automatic.
Man,
Yeah.
Mike, I looked and I came in, I picked what I said, here you go, Mike. I said, why would you pick right here at the front door, bro? He said, I'm just trying to greet everybody. I said, you about to
No,
cause a traffic jam, bro.
you about to cause a fire hazard, man. We got to get up out of here. We're gonna fall all over each other. Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
funny. Right.
But yeah, oh, G Shock, bro. The two brothers that was over there, they had energy, man. One of the young guys, picking with him because we were talking about Transformers or something, and he was like, well, I know like the Transformer theme or whatever, but I don't know this. And I was like, oh, you youngster. And like, I just have fun. Everybody, there was, I will say there was one brand that I really didn't care for, man. I think it's called Festina, and
Christina.
now their representative I seen was the guy that played Leonidas in 300. He's like an ambassador or something like that. So if you
Okay.
go on their website, and the people there, they spoke, they were really nice. The only thing I don't know, it just reminded me of like Black Friday's deal type watches. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at now
Okay.
they do have some decent looking watches, but it was just the vibe of it. It didn't feel like, it didn't make me feel like it's a watch that I want to put in my collection. So I
Okay.
didn't, and I thought about it, I said I should have still filmed it just because to give people an option, but like because I didn't like it, I was kind of mad at myself, but I was like, man, you know what? That's messed up on my part, and I will never do that again. Because I didn't give everybody 100%. You know what I'm saying? I had the great intentions, but then I thought to myself, crap, I missed the opportunity because it's something I didn't like, and yeah, and I'm still kicking myself over that, man. I'm like, man, just because I didn't like something, I missed out on the opportunity to show everybody everything. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, I apologize for that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Those that watch my stuff.
Listen,
Yeah.
let me ask you this: was that the first time that you did content at one of those micro brand shows?
No, that's actually, let me see. That's my third, fourth, my fourth.
Oh wow! So you've been
Yeah.
doing it year to year like that? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Got you.
I did two. I did actually last year. I did two in 1 year. So I went to Chicago, did that one. Then I went down to Texas and did the one in Austin.
Got you.
Yeah. So
I mean,
I
hard,
enjoy
man.
it.
You know what it is, and I haven't even done this yet, but after doing some content and doing, whether it's these lives or it's like doing the long forms, one thing that I've come to realize is that you of course have a plan and you try to execute it, and things usually go well. But when you're doing a live, especially, in a setting like that, it's not nearly as easier as controlling the whole thought process and everything else. You know what I mean? Like we're comfortable
it
being
is.
on these lives, but when you're in a public setting like that, where there's so many people and there's so many things to cover, I forgive you, man. The long story short is that's what I'm saying. I forgive you. It's not easy, brother. It's not easy, but next time you'll know for sure, and we'll move on from there. Ben and Watch is in the
Yeah.
building. What's up, bro? We were just talking about you. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate
Ben
everybody
watches.
following me. Yeah, this is the gentleman I was talking about. So he
Yeah,
does the
yeah. Ben
travel
watches.
watches.
Yeah.
So when you went to the William Wood booth, I was like typing as fast as I could. I'm like, yo, tell him about the travel watch. Because I wanted him to know I wanted him to see the deep rooted connections, right? Because that's what the web is so
Okay.
deep with us. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because we're all connected, and things that you know that I don't know, but we connect, that you catch me
Right.
on, vice versa,
Right.
and everything else. It's a big web and all that stuff, but it's all good. It's all good. We'll keep things going. So yeah, Vintage Jonico, love those guys. Love their watches. They're big on dials, man. Like the thing about them is that people get rubbed the wrong way about NH35, and you spoke about that and stuff like that. But I think that they're doing really nice things with materials. They're doing very nice things with dials. I am particularly myself. I purchased a watch, so I'm clean on this on this thing that I'm saying here. So I personally think that they're worth their value. Do I think they're a little on the high side? Maybe, but you saw their watches, and they're absolutely phenomenal, and they're wonderful people too. You know what I mean? So
And and the thing, bro, it's all subjective, bro. Like when people
sure.
say what's not, what they think is worth something, I'm like, I think the watches are great. You know what I'm saying? Keep in mind, I bought what was that? Nomadic. That watch
Mhm.
is over $1,000, bro.
Yeah.
That watch is over $1,000, and I know some people that they spoke. They said, "Hey, Trap, I like the watch, but I think that's a little high, bro." And I
Mhm.
said, "Well, maybe for you, but I think the watch was worth it." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And guess what? It's in my collection, and I don't regret having it. That's the thing.
Right.
I don't regret it. You know, would I do it again? I think their watches are worth. I'd like to see where they go next.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man.
Thank you.
It all depends on what you value at the end of the day. There's going to be a lot of lines that blur as far as what people like. A lot of people are into movements, right? And that'll be the end all be all from them. Like, boom, if it's an NH35, they don't want to hear about it. They don't want to talk about it. It is what it is.
Right.
We all value different things, and where you're going to put your money in. Like for me, man, what I've grown into now is, you know, I want to know the brand behind it. You know, I want to talk to the people. I want to feel their energy, because I swear to God, I swear on everything I love. If I love everything about a watch, but I meet the brand owner or I meet its representatives and they're trash, they don't have that kind of energy, they don't have that kind of response, I'm thinking twice. I really am thinking twice.
I'm
'Cause
telling
now
you.
I'm buying brands from the brand owners. I want to know who you are, what you do in the micro brand space we're talking, right? Because all the other companies have their heritage and they have their history and everything else. But with the micro
Right.
brands especially, it's like, I want to know who you are first, and then I want to see your product. You follow what I'm saying? And I think that's what exactly this channel's going as far as doing some of my lives as well, man. I want to meet the people behind it. I want to see if it's really worth it to
That's
take a
important.
further look. Yeah.
Do that, bro, because here's the deal. You know, so let me speak about Nomadic again. You know, one of the things I love about Nomadic, I met Peter, I met his wife. They are amazing people. Bro, do you know that they support entrepreneurship? I'm talking about 100%, bro. They got a watchmaker, man. This dude rides bikes and stuff like that. He has like this, I think it's like a mountain bike or something like that. He's a cyclist, right? This guy is so passionate about making watches, and they're passionate about people, their history, like their country. You know what I'm saying? Like man, bro, I'm telling you, I got behind everything that they do. I think they have master classes too on entrepreneurship too. And they are loved in Belfast, bro. And one thing, if you do your research, there are companies where, like, for example, what is it? Panerai. Panerai isn't purchased by Italians as much as you think they are. You know what I'm saying? Panerai is bought by Americans more than about anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it don't matter where the founders are from or where the watch was founded at. That doesn't guarantee that you're gonna have local support. Nomadic got local support, bro. Them people believe in them because they believe in the people. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll buy one. I'll buy one off top. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't regret it. I think the watch is phenomenal. It's actually it's like in my top 10 favorite like dive watches. You know what I'm saying? The thing, man, the lume is amazing, the fit, the way they got that watch in the upgrade. And for a company, a market brand like them, they heard what everybody was saying, because the original model was the lug width was, length was actually longer 2 years ago, and they had a ghost date. They listened to the people. They went back and redid the entire design of it, kept the same type of scheme to it, but they shortened the lug length, and they put a Sellita 200 no date, and they still and they, bro, the watch is phenomenal, and the lume is stupid. Oh, bro, the lume is, oh man, you talking about noteworthy, and it lasts all night. Yeah, that
Cool.
watch is true.
That's cool.
Yes, sir.
Ben and Watch. Hold on. Going to get about the Germany. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So that company that he's talking about Vintage Trap, so they're also doing the same thing. They sent a watch around the world, different countries, everything else. That's going to be coming to you now, Ben. I think I hit them up directly. Yeah, no, I know I did, and they said that that's not an actual watch that's in production. So it may be a video about me talking about quality rather than an actual product that people can buy. Just so you know. But yeah, man, super excited to see what that looks like. Mike. Love this conversation between you two. Trap is walking it in. Trap is a master of everything, man. Trap could do a whole live. Come on here, save me, and do a nice walk in the meantime. And I think he went to purchase something too.
I did, bro.
Shopping at the same time. That's crazy.
Hey, man.
Yeah, man. But
that's what it's all about, bro.
It is.
Like, I mean, think about it, bro. Listen, the energy, the passion that you have for watches. This is like there were a couple hundred Skylers and a couple hundred Trapper Visions at this windup, man. You know what I'm saying? I had people.
Yeah.
This guy walked past me. He said, "Hey, man, you look like you happy." And I said, "I am." And he said, "Where do I know you from?" I said, "I've been to a couple of these events." He said, "Were you in Texas?" I said, "Yup." He said, "Oh, I knew it." He's like, "I knew it. I saw you before. Oh my gosh." He said, "Dude, you got so much energy, man." And like we sat there and chopped it up, bro. And then there was another guy that I had met up in Chicago. He was there. I met him at the Minutes and Hours. And yeah, bro, like in these circles, man, I'm seeing these events are getting bigger every year.
Yo.
They're getting bigger every year, bro. Like, it's crazy.
I think New York is going to be a bigger venue this time because let me tell you something. Last year we were there, it was packed. It was sardine, brother. It was still a decent sized room, but at certain points, I mean, we were there for a long time. I can't remember if I went there for 2 days. I got to ask the wife because my memory's shot. But I can tell you every time that I was in there, especially around the certain tables that you know of, it was just crazy packed. So I think they moved the venue this time to give it more space for this year, but it's 100% growing every year, and I want to be a part of that. You're definitely a part of it. Now, let me ask you this. Were you able to make connections while you were down there? Because you've done some one-on-ones. You did Laurier. You did the Zeneo company, right? Did you make any more connections as far as, being able to do some sit down? Because that's what I feel like the space really needs. Like, we need to see the one-on-one sit downs and talk to the brand owners, because there's a bunch of people that can't make these shows, man.
So check this out. Jason from Zeneo Watches. I'm glad you brought that up. So, he's having his event up in Canada. Actually, I think it's in October of this year, right? Day 1 is already sold out. Okay. Day 2 is on his way of being sold out. He put it together, and there are so many. All the people that you saw there, for the most part, is going to be up there with the addition of one of my favorite, which is Visitor Watches, straight out of Indiana. He has day 1. He's allowing all vloggers, photographers, YouTubers to come in an hour early, or I think about an hour or two early, before anybody else to come in and have one-on-ones with people. And I said, bro, are you serious? Man, bro, it brought tears in my eyes, bro. I said, that is thinking for real, bro. Because that is, you think about it, man. That is the one thing I say that, so Worn and Wound, they do a Q&A. You know what I'm saying? They'll bring people in there and you get a chance to sit in there. But I think that would be so dope to any YouTuber or content creator that's there, have the opportunity of having VIP. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you got backstage passes before everybody come in here. You get to come in and look at the watches first, get close-ups before everybody else. I think that is so important. That is so important to actually get it, because the hard thing about doing the show, honestly, is trying to get into the watches. You know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to get a better picture of Inordain, couldn't get into them. So I kind of bypassed them. I said, I'll come back. And every time because their dials are crazy. Their dials are amazing. So, but I didn't get a chance to get into them. And then Studio Underdog. Now I got some footage, but like I really want to, bro. Studio Underdog has such a great showing, bro. They have like, it's an amazing watch. And I was telling Dave D this. I said, bro, for me, because I have so many other watches, that's a watch that I definitely want to put in my collection. It is a very serious watch. You turn that watch on the backside and look at the mechanics of this thing, you'll fall in love with it. But the crazy thing is, like, then you turn it back over and look at, okay, you got pizza, banana pizza. Which, you know what I'm saying? If that's your thing, and you know what I'm saying? Like, people love novelty.
Yeah.
People love novelty. Indeed, they have one that's lemonade, which I think is dope. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the watermelon.
Right.
So I think all in all, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm waiting for them to do a peach. You know what I'm saying? Like peach tea or something like that. I think that'd be dope. But I think what they have. Oh, and what was crazy, they had the most unique showing. Like, if you bought one of their watches, which is sold out on the website, but you're able to get it there. They
Mm.
serve it to you like pizza. They put it in
Yeah.
a box, a pizza box, bro. I was like, yo, this is crazy, bro.
That's cool.
That was so
Doesn't he wear
crazy,
like
bro.
the? Doesn't he wear like the
Yeah,
chef thing at the? Yeah,
yes, he
that's
went,
cool, man.
bro,
That's so
bro.
cool. That's good
You
spirit.
talking
Yo,
about?
you know where he won me over? He already won me over, that guy. He hasn't even met me yet. But he won me over, man. I saw another YouTuber doing a live with him. And bro, the guy went over to his watch and licked his watch for real. And you could tell he was bothered, and you could tell that he was like upset about it, but he handled it like a gentleman. Like, he just kind of like gave the half smile, internalized it, but he just kept going. So I thought that was really cool, man. I thought that was like, for him to just continue and be a gentleman about it and not get upset,
Yeah.
because the guy was joking around. He's like, "Oh, does the watch taste like pizza?" And then he went to go like this, but he got too close and he actually licked the watch.
Oh man.
So I might mess with him when he comes to New York, man. I might be like, "Yo, don't worry. There's nobody's gonna be licking your watch today. You're safe. I'll watch you back in New York." But
Hey, man,
like, I seen him
that's
doing a
crazy.
whole bunch of things, man. Like serving up those pizza boxes. Like, he's done other
Yeah.
events. I think like exclusive events. He's there's another guy he teams up with. He's got a lot of energy. This guy. He's a young guy too, or a little bit older than me, but still young. I forget his name, but they do their event where it was just only Studio Underdog, and he had the whole setup, and he was serving.
Yeah, yeah.
And doesn't he do that watch that you could only get the code for the show? It's like an exclusive watch.
Yeah, yep.
Okay. See, he already sold me a watch. I already allocated some funds for that type of deal, because that's really cool. I think that's really cool.
I think that is, so I know, like, online, like, for the most part, when we all doing our thing, I don't care if your journalistic values are up top or at the bottom. Everybody that has a YouTube channel that's doing any watch related stuff, we've all seen it, we've touched it, we've experienced it, and some not more than others. But bro, I would say Studio Underdog, that company of all watch companies in the entire world, is another one that I consider to be necessary. I consider that to be like, and I'm just saying it from this perspective because every other watch has history, man. You can't take anything away from Omega. You can't take anything away from Vacheron Constantin, Block Palm. You can't take nothing away from them because they found it. Even Perlay, in my opinion, I mean, they're one of the oldest, like the third oldest company in the world, I believe. And not for me. I'm really not into the, spinning dial like that. But just like they have established themselves, right? They can walk with their chest up like, yo. But like now we're in an age where there's a watchmaker being born every day.
Oh, yeah.
There's a watchmaker being born every day, and you get a chance. Like, we're living in a time where we're doing way more than our ancestors did. We so far past what they done, bro. Gosh, one, maybe 2 watches in their collection. You'd be hard pressed to see 3 watches in, you know what I'm saying, back in the 40s and 50s, man. You know what I'm saying? But like now, like the average collector, you know what I'm saying? I'll say the average collector has 20 watches in their collection. Across the board, some more than that. But you got to think, man, you have an opportunity to meet the people, some of these watches that you love, right?
Yeah.
Some of these people have worked, like, who's that? Swiss Watch Company. The father worked for Omega for either 25 or 30 years, one of the two. And bro, that within itself, he has over 30 years of experience in the watch space. Now he has his own brand. And it's no slouch. Like, anybody that's ever touched one of those watches, man, that thing is solid through and through. Like, from the finishing, and they put a ridiculous amount of loom on it, like 20 layers of. Who does that? 20
That's
layers
crazy.
of low. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. Like, just kind of going back to what you like, hey, how was the show overall?
Mhm.
I would say from the vendor, they loved it. They gave so much energy, man. I give them a whole 100. I give them 100%. I give them a standing ovation because, dude, you know what I'm saying? From Brew Watches to Mark
Mhm.
to Formex, bro. Everybody gave, and then even Citizen, bro. The reps for Citizen, man, had me crying, laughing, bro. They energy, man. I love the entire show. Even the guy that held the door, he does it every year. It's a black guy with dreads, man. He'll come up and he'll say what he got to say. Real quiet guy. And towards the end of the show, you can tell he's tired, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he's standing up there. He's opening the door for people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So he sat down. I said, well, I see you next year. He just started laughing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
It's a
bro. I
vibe.
think, like, yeah. That whole thing, man, is something that I think everybody should experience at least once. At
Absolutely.
least
So it's safe to say, it's safe for me to say that you would rate the whole experience a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, bro. 10,
Okay.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And that's even and like the only caveat I say in that this still not a big problem because they have room to grow is I think they should allow YouTubers to come in and do their thing. But aside from that, because that adds like no value to their show during that time. You know what I'm saying? That's after the fact.
Right.
That's like keeping that energy, which I'm going to do because I'm dropping a video tomorrow and
Nice.
I'm going to be dropping like videos periodically about the event because and not just this one, but like I'm going to like pair together, just actually put together a lot of the events I've been to. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like there's so many there's highs and lows to each one. There's some where you go and like I said, there was one young lady I did last year, and was that no, that was early this year. I did an event and I asked a young lady at this one company. I said, "Hey, tell me about this. Is that titanium?" And she said, "No, that's sapphire glass." I was like, and I was live. I was like, "No, baby girl, I'm talking about the watch, the case." She said, "No, the case is sapphire." I was like,
Ooh.
"Oh, moving on."
Oh my God.
I said, "Dang it, man."
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Well,
why, like, when I'm live,
let me ask you this.
yes, sir.
Was there Wi-Fi and or was your recording like did they not want you to record? Were they trying to like tell you like because you were doing it, but
No,
they encouraged it? Like what was the vibe as far as you going in there recording and everything else for the people that were hosting it?
the people that was hosting it, bro, they definitely like, yo, come over here, come over here.
Okay.
Like, hey, bro, they welcomed it. Now, of course, you got some of the fans in there. They don't want to be recorded. You know what I'm saying? So I was mindful of where I pointed my camera. And now they will tell you. Now they will tell you before you start filming. You know what I'm saying? Like there was two companies there. Gosh, who was it? Formex was one because Formex has one. They will let you take pictures of it, but it has to be personal. You can't show, you can't post it. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll like, hey, take
Really?
it for your own personal records, yeah. Because they got they have a GMT coming out that it's a true GMT, and that's going to hit Bel Canto level prices. Right?
Oh,
They're looking around $4,800 or something like that, and
got you.
I'm gonna tell you this. From what I saw, I was impressed with it. I told him, I said, "Yo, that's a nice watch. I wish I could have showed it, but you know what I'm saying." There was another company. They will tell you like, "Hey, could you not record this?" But everything else fair game. And then they
Okay.
jump right into it. Like I didn't meet anybody in there that didn't want to be in front of the camera.
Got
Not
you.
one person.
Got you.
Not one person. So
Okay.
yeah, they
So
energetic, bro.
aside from those small limitations and probably things that they want to keep more hidden as far as like only show exclusive, they kind of want to keep it under a little bit of wraps. It seems like everybody for the most part, I mean, it should be though, right? Because I mean, think about it. As far as a micro brand, as far as an independent brand goes, they don't have the brick and mortar. They're going offline. You know, all of this stuff, they should want everybody to produce content with them at the end of the day. And I would say if any of them are listening, man, big or small, it doesn't matter if the channel has no subscribers and they just made it today and they're reaching out to talk to you and for you to get in front of them. I would make time, man, because the more people you talk to, you don't know who is following that person. You don't know the type of connections, because everybody watches different influencers and different people who create content in different ways for different reasons, right? Therefore, you're going to have a different group of people. Sometimes it blurs and sometimes it doesn't. But when your bread and butter is social media platforms, is that's the only way that people are going to be exposed. You know, you could put out all of the videos you want on your Instagram or your YouTube, but at the end of the day, people like who they're watching it for whatever reason. They connect to them, and you know, I got for the most part, the people that are following me are within the range of my age, right? So sometimes you just connect to the person you're watching because, oh, this guy's 35, I'm 35. You know, you just have that automatic connection. Not always the case and not always the thing I'm trying to say, but you never know why people connect. My point is that, you know, us recording, us going in there, I think that should be welcome and Beckham, and they should give us Wi-Fi, and every show should set some time for us to have those small interviews, whether it's, hey, listen, you got 2 minutes, you got 5 minutes with them, get the questions you want to get or whatever the case may be. And then, you know, it should be happening in every show, man, because that's pretty important. And even more so when it comes to independent brands, in my opinion, you know. Ben and Watch, 49. Yeah, 49 years young, man. 49 is young. But all right, man, that's cool. I'm gonna do the best that I can. I don't know, bro. I could feel your energy when you were at those shows. It was coming through the screen. It was like the second you touched down, and I'm excited to see the rest of the content you have coming out for that show. Plus, I think you're doing a live today on EDC, right?
Yeah. About to do a live here in about like 20 minutes or something like that. And what's crazy. No, wait a minute. Okay. Here's the crazy thing is I'm going to be late on purpose. That's why I put it 6:45. It's actually a running joke. It's 6:45. I'm gonna be late getting on there, and you know it's whatever. You know, like it is a joke I got between a partner of mine. And but tonight, we're just gonna continue that conversation, bro. Because you know I'm gonna end up on watches. I'm gonna end up talking about this again. What you know, and what I think is most important for this thing that we're into. And I think more and more companies are being more receptive to us, the smaller YouTuber, because I'm gonna tell you what happened in the beginning of 2023. I was looking at a huge podcast, and for the most part, all the people that was in the chat that was talking said, I still tune in to the big guys, but I respect the small guys because they're boots on ground, they're hungry. I believe what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're being bought and stuff like that. And there's not a person on YouTube, like I'm just talking about me. There's nobody that can say, hey, I wonder how many watches, you know, Trap is given, you know what I'm saying, for him to say this watch. Because I don't want to get into, like, as far as a review is concerned, there's some watches right now that I would just say, hey, bro, I can't really say nothing negative about this watch because it fits so much of my criteria, what I want out of a watch. I can jump on my bike and ride and go somewhere with this. I can go to the grocery store and rock out. I can go to church, you know what I'm saying? Like, even with this Monta, bro, like, this watch is gorgeous. And the thing about it is I could tell that he has, I don't know how many coatings of ARs on here, but you can't see the glass. Looking down at it, you can't see it. Bro, it's like I'm looking straight at the dial. And this watch is really, and I chose this all silver junk because I just wanted to get something different. Because you know me, I'm a diver guy. I love divers, man. But I was like, nah, let me try something else. I gotta try, you know what I'm saying? I want something sporty because it has a sporty, sort of elegant look to it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's Trap Vision 3D. Yep, Trap Vision 3D. And bro, I'm just, you know, like the crazy thing is it's our time, bro. Like, that's why I respect and enjoy watching your show so much, man. And especially when you go to the park, you go, Hey guys, dude, that is man.
You know what's funny, man? I was thinking about getting rid of that and just jumping into it because I'm like, man, is that cheesy? Am I biting off Shane from Relative Time? I don't know, man, because I've watched so much content out there. Man, I stole your line. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stealing everybody's stuff and putting it together.
No, bro, listen.
I'm inspired.
Let me
bro.
be the
I'm
one.
inspired.
I'm telling you, let me be the one to tell you, bro. You got to do you, and you do it in such a way, man. And when the first time I heard you say it all started to watch, you know how hype I got, bro. I was like, yo, that's what I'm talking about, man. Bro, I was in this thing, man, kicking my heels like I just won a lottery, bro. I was like, that's what it is. Look how many lives are impacted. Our lives intersect by way of watch.
Right.
We have different backgrounds. We have different thoughts. We like different foods. We politically we're different. You know what I'm saying? Our whole makeup, but we're still human beings. You know what I'm saying? But like that's the one thing that we have, and I've always joked with this. I did a video off my porch, a political video some years back, and I had one set of watches were Republican, the other set of watches were Democrat. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to vote for whatever, you know what I'm saying, this is what you're gonna get. Just poking fun. Just poking fun, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I had fun with it. Some people got offended, but the other people thought it was funny because I had the whole presidential music. I had a cowboy hat on. It was like, I'm Trap Vision 3D, and I approve this message. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just being silly, bro. And this is what it's all about, though. This is what it's all about. Stop being so snobby and stuck up and whatever the case is. If you are a Rolex owner, be a Rolex owner and love the fact that you bought that watch. The heritage behind that watch is undeniable. The marketing beast behind that is undeniable. But maybe some of your favorite actors have been in one of those watches. Martin Luther King, he wore a gold Rolex. I think it was the 1601 or 1606 date just. He wore that watch. And if I was to own a Rolex, it'd be that one because Martin Luther King, he was that guy. You know what I'm saying? I looked up to him. I mean, so there's reference numbers out there to certain watches that, yeah, they inspire you to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it make you feel more than normal. You know what I'm saying? Make you feel like a hero. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Daniel Craig wore this 007 piece, man. I want that watch. Oh, he wore the moon watch, or you know what I'm saying? Like, he just had on one of the missions to the moon timepieces in one of those. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and I got one. I don't have the one he wore, but like, you know, I have one. I like it. I enjoy it. I'm actually gonna do a whole spread on that watch, like a whole breakdown of how that watch makes me feel having it, knowing that it pissed some people off. Some people feel like it's tearing up horology. Why did Omega give their name up to Swatch to make this cheesy crap? Like, I am enjoying all of that. I'm taking it all in. So when that video dropped, bro, and it's not to be controversial, man. It is, you know, like one thing that you're doing, bro, you have to remember this. You are an author of your channel. You are the author of your YouTube channel, bro. And if nothing else, bro, if I'm not here tomorrow, Lord willing, I'm here. But if I go away, bro, you're still who you are, and you still have a voice. You matter. You know what I'm saying? Of the millions of people that subscribe to YouTube that's on here, just think about this. You have a piece of the pie. 500 people are subscribed to you, whether they watch you all at once or in pieces. You have 500 people that say, hey, I'm interested enough to come over here and see what this talk about. Love it or hate it. Love it or hate it. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's not going to like it. Everybody's not going to agree with you. You don't agree with everything. And I know you like, bro, and I don't want you, man, please. You know what I'm saying? Don't be no yes, man, which I know you don't have to do that. I know you're not going to do that because you Skylar Santana, bro. You from New York. New Yorkers don't play that.
Absolutely.
So,
this is a ProTech, Ben. ProTech watch, dive watch, tactical tritium. As far as the loom goes, I'm gonna do an unveiling of this. I'm gonna do a review of the watch, of course, but that's what's on wrist, brother. That's what I have on right now. I just got it in today, man. I'm excited. As you know, as you said before, Trap Barry's good people, and I'm super excited to unveil that. But yeah, man, staying true to yourself is the name of the game. It's funny you mentioned the moon swatch because I got mine sitting right here. I just threw on that Montrose strap. It's a phenomenal thing. I'm also going to talk about that. But Yeah, man, staying true to myself, absolutely. And I've always been a little bit of everything as far as a collector go. Like I have fashion watches, I have everything, man. You know this. We've gone back and forth, and that's never going to
Mm-hmm.
change, man. And that's why I've been reaching
Nope.
out to, some of these homage companies, and I'm going to be reaching out to everybody, man. I want to talk about everything because that's exactly how I've decided to collect before I decided doing content, and that's what I'm basically sharing. You're just watching an enthusiast just share his journey as he goes along.
Mm-hmm.
Things are going to change, ideas are going to change. Maybe I turn into wanting to value only luxury brands. I don't know and no matter where it goes, it's just going to be because it's true to how I feel, and everything's just going to
Most
be
definitely.
purely just how the journey
Most definitely.
unfolds, man. And good
Most
for you
definitely.
for taking for sticking to that moon swatch, man, because it could get you a lot of looks, but it also could be a lot of looks in the wrong way. And I'm proud that you don't care about the reaction that you get from it. I've always, I've told the story of going down and getting this watch. I got this watch when it was only the first generation that was out. And I'm
Mm.
super proud of this thing. I post it up on the social media all the time. It doesn't matter, man. Like, I don't care what people say about it. It's such a fun watch for me. And no matter what it is, whether it's a homage, the moon swatch, whatever the case may be, if you don't like it, change the channel type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because I'm
Yep.
going to stay true
Yep.
to who I am. And I know you roll the same way. So,
Oh, most definitely, bro. Most definitely. And I do, man. That's one of the watches I'm actually proud of having that watch. There's a number of watches in my collection that I'm proud of having. One that is going to be an uphill battle for this guy, man.
mm,
And is he a good friend, Adam from the Flederman Von Reese watches? That is a uphill battle for him because the watch is an heirloom type of watch. It has a lot of history as far as his family is concerned. You know what I'm saying? But
mm,
if you put that watch up against anything else in a watch event, you know what I'm saying? Like, placement will be important for that watch. You know what I'm saying? Because people will gravitate. Like, if you'd have put him in between Spinnaker and Ball, people
mm.
would have went like, because Spinnaker has such a good showing. And the Indiana brands, when you say Indiana, people like, what's coming out of Indiana? You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to oh man.
The three wise men. The three wise
Man,
men.
I saw the
Simon
StreamYard
B.
link, and you know what? I have to congratulate my man Skyler. I'm
Thank you.
sorry, Chop. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm
Hey,
about to
sorry,
see.
man.
I'm about to see you in about 15, 20 minutes anyway. So let me
Right.
talk to Skyler for a second.
Go ahead, bro.
Bruh, since day one,
Yeah.
you've been killing it.
Man.
I'm so proud of you. You learn how to turn your phone sideways. I'm so proud of you.
Yo, man, how long did you have that piece of paper in your pocket to say that, man? That's good. I love that.
Man, look. No, but
That's how I know you were day
serious
one on the videos.
business though, even before you got on YouTube, when my situation happened, y'all know,
Yeah.
you was one of the ones on Watch Crunch that hit me up like damn near every day. And that touched me right there. That let me know when Cap talks about, it started with a watch.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the relationships I've formed lately have started with Watch Crunch. And thank you. I appreciate you.
It's been my pleasure, brother. And I
I'm
thank you
around
so
with you.
much
Like I said,
for your support.
hey, like I said on that on my comments and on Watch Crunch, I'm around with you till the wheels fall off. I got you, bro.
Man.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
love.
and
That's
guess
love.
what? I know I can do basic maintenance on cars, man. I can put the wheels back on for you.
I'm done with
So we
I'm done
go
with
we
you.
gonna
I'm
keep this
done with
thing
you.
rolling.
Keep going.
I'm done with you.
Keep going. That's
Look,
what's up.
Yeah,
I
man.
leave my food for Chap's joint start, but I had to get on here and say thank you. I'm proud of
Yeah.
you, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. And I listen, I wouldn't be anywhere without you two guys and everybody else who's been supporting me, and I'm never gonna forget that. And we're just having fun, man. That's what it's all about. It all started with a watch, and we're having fun doing it.
That's right. That's
Well,
right.
well,
That's right.
with,
We're gonna
with,
keep it
with
going.
Simon, with Simon, it all started with Aragon. That boy, that boy, Aragon King. I knew you had it all, bro.
And you know this, man.
Man. Yeah,
Gentlemen,
bro.
thank you
Yeah,
so much
bro.
for coming in, man. I gotta wrap things up too. I'm hungry myself.
Okay.
Man,
Hey, man. Hey, I'm gonna jump off here so I can get on my
Mad
live.
as hell.
What happened? What happened?
I said, I'm looking at the timer on this air fryer. Like, come on, man.
Oh. Hey, look, do what you got to do. You know what's crazy? Because I got, you know what? Let me grab me a bite to eat before I go live because I didn't eat yet, man. I'm tripping. Hey, bro, thank you for having me on, man. And
He's gonna do his live at the diner again. Look, watch.
bro, hey, don't tempt me because you know I'll pull up. You know I'll pull up, bro.
I know you would.
I sure would. Hey, man, but look, 500 today, 10,000 tomorrow, bro, man. It's a pleasure, bro. Rocking with my man, you know, Skylar.
Right.
Hey, you keep going, bro. I told you, bro. You the future, bro. You the future. I don't say that lightly, bro. You it.
We all going to the top with it, man. That's
all right. That's all right.
I'm just proud to be on the same screen with two great ones.
Hey, whatever, Mr. Aragon, man. Go and get you something to eat. Hey, y'all be blessed. I'll holler at y'all, man.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys later.